Where is everybody?
Out on Harbor View Road.
What's going on?
Murder 1. Sounds like a pretty big deal from what I can tell. They got half the force out there. The whole area's been surrounded.
Just our luck getting stuck here babysitting while the action goes down.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
You got nothing to worry about, cowboy. You're not going anywhere tonight.
I'm just curious.
You know, a lady who used to date Alan Quartermaine even had his kid. Oh, she ended up marrying Scotty Baldwin.
Well, what happened?
She bought it, but good. Somebody blew her away a few hours ago. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it now, would you? You know, I just love neighborhood gossip.
Me too, but I can't help you there. I never heard of the lady.
We got the prints and we got the photographs. Yeah. We just about got the main crime scene wrapped up.
Did you get all the measurements?
Call for you.
Oh, excuse me. Right, thank you.
Okay. I want you to make sure that the evidence, location of the evidence...
Yeah, Ramsey here.
Okay.
What? When?
Make sure you put the...
Yeah, good.
location of the evidence.
Get them over here right away.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And if you put numbers
Sure, you got a minute?
like that.
At least. I'm not getting anywhere with this lot. News?
Yeah, headquarters got a call from one of the squad cars. They found Alice Grant and her daughter over at a bar right across town.
They're bringing them in?
Yes, right away.
Good.
Wait, there's more. Mrs. Grant told the officer that the deceased housekeeper, what's her name, Mrs. Bowman, sometimes took the little boy Jason over to her place to stay. Headquarters followed it up, called. Little boy's over there safe and sound.
Well, that's something. At least we haven't got a kidnapping to contend with. The murder is more than enough.
Good work.
Well, your son's safe.
Jason?
He's fine.
Where was he?
He's with his housekeeper, Mrs. Bowman.
Oh,
Thank God.
Well, what did I tell you?
You didn't tell me anything. You had no idea what had happened.
Look, will you take the doctor's Quartermaine to the kitchen, please?
Why?
I wish to speak to your father alone.
Right this way, please.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Well, shouldn't you turn a great big light on me or something?
Well, if you'd feel more comfortable, but I don't think it's necessary.
Let's get on with it. Well, anything I have to say, I can certainly say in front of my son and his wife.
Well, this is nothing quite that dramatic, actually. All I want to do is go over a few minor details, just a formality.
Why is it you fellas always say that when the axe is about to fall?
Well, I guess we all look at the same movies. Now, if you wouldn't mind.
I would.
Force yourself. Actually, I'm curious about your activities early this evening. Shall we?
Do I have a choice?
There's always jail.
Yeah, well, I thought as much. Well, there really isn't all that much to tell. I didn't feel at all hungry tonight, so I decided to skip dinner. Alan and Monica didn't seem to be interested in sitting down to table either. Well, I don't know how you can eat a thing. I'm not the least bit hungry. My stomach's upset just thinking about tonight. And I think I'll go into the den and do some work.
Well, I'm certainly not going to eat alone. In my state, I shouldn't be trusted with a knife and a fork anyway. I'm going to go back to the hospital, do some paperwork I've been avoiding.
well, if you're all going to be busy, I'm just going to cancel dinner. I'll get your tray, of course, Dr. Quartermaine.
Oh, thank you, Stella.
I'll see you later.
See you.
So I went into the den alone and spent the early part of the evening paying bills.
And after that?
After that, it was very simple. I came over here with Alan and Monica.
I see. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Quartermaine. That wasn't too difficult now, was it?
That's it.
For now. Take Mr. Quartermaine to the kitchen and bring Mrs. Quartermaine to me, please.
Very clever.
What's that?
Your strategy, divide and conquer. Did you pick that up from Napoleon or General Patton?
Actually, it was Robert Scorpio during the winter campaign of '83. Not very subtle, but effective.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, come now. Have pity on a poor police commissioner who's using all these pathetic tricks simply to solve a murder.
You're breaking my heart. Break a couple of bones and I tell you anything.
Consider it done. Have a seat. Actually, all I want to discuss is what you were up to earlier this evening.
Well, that isn't worth losing an arm and leg over. Very simple. I had a headache. And I wanted to get some rest before we came here to Susan, so I asked Stella if she would bring my dinner to my room.
Dr. Quartermaine.
Oh, yes, Stella, I'm in here.
Here's your food.
Oh, thank you. You can just put it on the bed. I'll take care of it.
All right. Hope you enjoy your dinner.
Well, I'm sure I will. Thank you.
So I changed. I climbed into bed, made myself very comfortable, and basically I just relaxed, had some of my dinner, and actually read a book.
What sort of book?
A mystery.
How appropriate.
So you see, not very exciting, was it?
I'll settle for the truth.
So then you're finished with me.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Take Mrs. Quartermaine back to the kitchen and bring her husband.
Yes. I thought Neanderthal tactics went out with the Gestapo.
Times are tough. We do what we can.
When do you bring out the rubber hose?
You're out of luck. I left it in the garden.
Pity. Shall we get started?
All I want to know is...
Where I was earlier this evening.
And I wanted to surprise you.
Doesn't matter. I would have said the same thing anyway.
Which is what?
The truth. I went to my office earlier on this evening just to straighten out some medical files.
On a Friday night?
Absolutely on a Friday night. You see, Friday nights are an excellent night to work in the hospital because it's so quiet. I had a very, very busy week, and I wanted to straighten out some of my patients' files, make some notations, and just generally clear up my work. Satisfied?
How long were you there?
Until I had to pick up Monica and my father.
Anyone see you?
No, as I said, the hospital's quiet, rather deserted. I'm not really sure.
Bring the other two in, please.
Will the real murderer please stand up?
I wish it were that simple.
Well?
Oh, very impressive.
Would it be pass or not?
By that, do you mean, can you go home? The answer's yes. If you mean, am I finished with you? Well, that's a new issue.
I think this is the place where he warns us not to leave town.
Something like that. I mean, I wouldn't want you to be away when you remember something that you feel I should know.
Oh, heaven forbid.